Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing my top 5 favorite makeup products. And I think it's actually not my top 5, I think it's more like top 8. Top 5 sounded better, so I don't really know what it's going to be called, but it's going to be something along those lines. Maybe just my top or my favorite makeup products. So pretty much where I got the idea of this video is I have a lot of friends who don't know a lot about makeup and kind of want to get into it, like being able to do more makeup like when they go out or just in general, because there's so many people who have absolutely no idea where to start, what to do. They don't know anything about makeup at all, and so they'll text me and ask me like, hey Kylie, what is like your top 3 things that you think I can't live without, or what do I need to do makeup, or what do I need to get started, and why am I using my hands so much? So these are things I kind of just picked out that if you're new to makeup and you're trying to get into it and you want something that's going to work for you but is still super simple and you don't want to do all these crazy extravagant eye makeup and you want something a little bit more simple, I picked out things that are my tops that I like feel like I can't really live without, or if I was just getting started with makeup, I would be set if I just had these. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with face products. Face meaning like foundation and concealer and bronzers, not eye products, just if anybody needed a clarification. So my number 1 face product, I don't really use many primers, so I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm going straight for foundation, and my top foundation that if I had to choose one, I would probably stick with this. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the stick form. You can see I'm pretty much out of it. I really love this one specifically compared to the Hourglass one, because this one is a little bit easier to blend, and then I like the stick over regular foundation because it's super buildable. So if you don't have anything else and you want it to be super sheer, you can make it sheer. If you want it to be thicker, you can just make it thicker and more full coverage. So that's like the best part about having a stick foundation. So this would be the top one I recommend. The shade of mine is 120 or Y245. I think that's what it is. Those are the numbers on the bottom. So yeah, number 1, this. For a drugstore option, it's not a stick foundation, but it is a really good foundation. It's going to be, I'll tell you what it is first. So this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Full Coverage Foundation. 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I don't use this as a concealer, I just use it as a foundation. It's super thick, so it is really full coverage, but it is still pretty like dewy. I really like it. It covers up all blemishes. I don't have to use a lot to get it covered over my entire face, if that makes sense. It doesn't make me break out. It's not bad on my skin. That's the worst thing about most drugstore foundations, is I'll get a lot of like texture and stuff on my forehead and then like down on my cheeks. Yeah, it's just not good, but this one doesn't do that. The only thing with this one is it's hard to find in drugstores. I found it online. So that was it for foundation. Next, I'm going to move on to concealers. So I just chose one, my all-time favorite concealer. It's drugstore, so I didn't feel like I had to choose 2. I don't use this one every day, just because sometimes I like to mix it up. But if I had to choose just one and I was getting started, I would go with this one. It is the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer. This is the shade Fair. I just get the lightest shade that they have, and I use it underneath my eyes, on my forehead, down my nose, on my chin, and around here. I use a lot of concealer. This is nice though because you do choose how much you want to apply, and so I just put on the back of my hand, put like a beauty blender or Real Technique sponge or any kind of beauty sponge, dip it in, and then blend it out. It's also nice for doing underneath my eyebrows when I want to clean up. I put a little bit on, take a brush, clean it up. So it's a super good concealer. It doesn't really crease, it stays on all day. It's pretty thick, and that's why I like it. And it's really good for a drugstore concealer or in general. But yeah, so that's the concealer I like. Next, I'm going to do a bronzer. Bronzer that I cannot live without. I am obsessed with this bronzer. It's super awesome. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It smells so good, like Hawaiian Tropic sunscreen. Kind of like coconutty, tropical-y, but to me it smells like sunscreen, but I like it. It's a bronzer. I'm wearing it today actually. It blends out really nicely. It's not too dark, it's not muddy, it's glowy, and I really, really like it. It's pretty inexpensive. I can't tell you off the top of my head how much it is, but you can get it at Walmart, you can get it at CVS, you can get it pretty much anywhere, and it's awesome. And I really love it. It's my staple. This is my second one, and I've actually already hit pan on it. You can see right there. So yeah, all-time favorite bronzer. But my all-time favorite non-drugstore bronzer is actually a Sephora brand, and it's the Sephora Just Bronzing Face Powder in Canary Islands. And it's super, super nice. And it blends like a dream. It blends out definitely better than this one. So that was that for bronzers. So if I could only choose one highlight, I would choose the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Skin Twinkle palette. So this one, if I could only choose one highlight, I would do a palette because it gives you options. This palette's super nice because it has two highlighters. Okay, this is really difficult. Two highlighters, and then it also has a powder in the center, so that's really nice. I don't really have a drugstore highlighter because I haven't really tried any yet, so you could always use a really light eyeshadow with a little bit of shimmer, like a tiny bit. You don't want to be sparkly, but just enough to give you a glow. That always works. I always try to go for more like a gold shade, but like a really light gold. You don't want it to seriously be like gold eyeshadow on the cheeks. So this isn't necessarily makeup, but this is important. This is a Real Technique sponge. I get it from Walmart. This is a giant one, and this is just the regular size one. You can see how much of a difference there is. Either one of these will work. I just am in love with the giant sponge right now. It's like totally awesome. So these are really nice because you can blend out all of your face with them. You can blend out your concealer. I mean, by face I meant foundation. You can blend out your concealer. You can apply powder. Like, they're just so versatile. And they're awesome, and they make your skin look more airbrushed than say a brush would. So if you're looking on tips, or if you have no idea how to even apply foundation and you're using like your hands, get one of these. It's $10. Like, it will save you so much time and just will make your makeup look way, way better than a stupid brush will. And I shouldn't have said stupid because sometimes I use a brush, but literally when I use a brush, I still go over the top of it with this. So next, eyeshadow primers. I use one only. I don't know if I'll ever switch, but as for now, I'm not going to. I'm really okay with keeping this one. This is the e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. It's $2 from any drugstore. It's awesome. It keeps your makeup from creasing. It keeps your eyeshadow on all day. It does all of the things that a high-end brand would do, and it's way less. I don't have a lot of e.l.f. products anymore. When I first was starting with makeup, I actually had a ton. So e.l.f. is a really good brand to kind of help you ease into it because they have a lot of the stuff that high-end products would have just for a lower price. So e.l.f. is awesome. I will use this until I die. Maybe not, but for a long, long time. Eyeshadows. Instead of buying a bunch of individual eyeshadows, I recommend buying an eyeshadow palette that has a lot of different options to it. So for example, my favorite eyeshadow palette that like I couldn't live without, or like it's my go-to and I like super love it, blah 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 blah, is the Lorac Mega Pro palette. This thing is awesome. So what I love about this one so much is that there are a lot of warm shades, there's a lot of cool shades, there's shimmers, there's mattes, they're super creamy, they're awesome. They're really nice eyeshadows. It was limited edition, so not everybody can buy it anymore. So I did grab another palette that's like my number two palette, and it is by Morphe. It is the 350. So this one doesn't have a lot of cool shades. It has a few of like the cooler browns, but I really like it because it has your staple browns and golds, and I'm more of a neutral person, so I tend to reach more for neutral palettes, and so this one is awesome. And this shade right here, I don't know what color it is, but it's the third one over. I use it as a highlighter, and it's bomb bomb.com, okay? It's a super awesome highlighter. And that's the nice thing about Morphe shadows, or any shadows, is they're very versatile. So you can use them on your eyes, but you can also use them as highlighters, and you can use them as eyeliners, and you can use them to put on top of your lipstick to change colors. Like, eyeshadows are super cool. But yeah, so if you're just getting started, I would definitely recommend going to Morphe.com. They don't really have any stores. They have a store in Burbank, California, I think, and then that's about it. But online, and a lot of the other YouTubers have their own discount codes with Morphe. So if you want to purchase them, look at other YouTubers and they will all have discount codes. So it's like 10% off or something like that. Will save you tax or shipping. Morphe, super inexpensive brushes, super inexpensive palettes, great quality. If you're starting out and you need a basic palette, check out the Morphe 350. It's really awesome. So I decided if I could only choose one eyeshadow and I couldn't have a palette, I would choose, this is by Pierre. You can't really see because it's worn off because I've had this for years. And this is the color Champagne. It is a loose pigment. I don't know how well you can see, but I don't really want to dip it out. It's just like this gold shimmery color. And the reason I would choose that is because it's a simple, just swipe all over the eye, and it's pretty. It's super simple, super pretty, super easy. And you can also use it as a highlighter, like I said. You can use it as a brow highlight. You can use it for so many different things. Pierre has really awesome loose pigments. I don't feel like anybody really talks about them, but I bought them when I first started buying like more expensive makeup at the mall in Flagstaff. And I remember coming home and I had spent $75, which was the most I'd ever spent on makeup, which now is like a joke. But they're awesome because you can mix these into like a clear nail polish and make them nail polish. You can put them in your hair, like if it's a super bright color, you can put them, like dust them through your hair and it will make your hair like pink, and then they wash out super easy. You can mix them with a clear lip gloss and make up a lipstick. There's just so many things you can do with these shadows, and that's how they sold me, because I remember just being like, this is so awesome. These are so cool. And so I have quite a few of these shadows. They're not cheap, but they're really good. I love them. My favorite mascara now, which is drugstore. This is the Clump Crusher in black. I use black, very black, always black. I don't even know why they make brown mascara, I guess for a more natural look, but that's not what I use. I like this one. I feel like it really separates my eyelashes, helps give me that volume. I've used it since I was in high school and I still love it. So, if you need a mascara and you don't know where to go to CoverGirl. They have a lot of mascaras, they have a lot of good ones, but the Clump Crusher is my favorite, so there you go. Next, for my eyebrows. My eyebrows, I use one thing only. I don't really use a pencil because I have to fill my brows in so heavily that I go through pencils like one in a week. So to me, that's not worth spending $20 on a pencil that I'm just gonna have to buy again. So I use the Anastasia DIPBROW. So the DIPBROW is a little pomade. You can see here what it is, kind of. So it's just a pomade that I take an angled liner brush or a brow brush and I dip in, and then I carve out my brows how I want them to be. It lasts forever, okay? It's $18, I believe. So it's not too expensive for the amount of time that it lasts, especially if you don't have to fill in your brows as heavily as I do. It's gonna last you a lot longer, and so I do think that you get a lot of bang for your buck, I guess you could say. Other than that, I would recommend just brow pencils. I don't really know much about drugstore brows because I'm so specific about my brows that I don't really venture out, and maybe that's something I can do in future videos, is try out drugstore brow stuff or just any other brow stuff in general. It doesn't have to be drugstore, it can be high-end, but I guess that is something I could definitely branch out on and test it out. But as for now, I'm sticking with my comfort zone, and I got that DIPBROW and I'm totally okay with it. Last but definitely not least is lip products. So I don't always wear lipstick. I did for a really long time. It was like a constant thing, but now I've realized that I eat a lot, and when I eat, I tend to take off my lipstick because it's too annoying. Right now, I'm just wearing a lip liner. It's the Kylie Cosmetics. It's always weird to say Kylie Cosmetics because it makes me wish it was my own line of Kylie Cosmetics, but it's not. In the shade Dolce K. Okay. That wasn't even part of this video. I was just telling you what I was wearing. Number one favorite lip product of all time It's not a lipstick, it's not a lip gloss, it is chapstick. I use chapstick all the time. My dad uses chapstick and has since I was a little girl. Like, he has always had chapstick on him, and it not just any chapstick brand chapstick. I'm very specific about this. I really like all of the scents. I'll use any of them. I love the peppermint one that comes out around Christmas time, and then I'll drink it with I'll drink hot chocolate with my peppermint lipstick, with my peppermint chapstick on, and it's really awesome. So stupid and basic, but whatever. Yeah, it keeps me moisturized. I put it on every night before bed. I put it on before I put on lipstick. I put it on at work. I put it on every day, all the freaking time. So I always have chapstick. I keep it in my apron at work. I keep it in my car. I keep it in my purse. I keep it on my nightstand. Brandon keeps it in his pocket. Like, I always have chapstick available to me somehow. #1 favorite product for lips ever. Now, if I could only choose one lipstick to wear for the rest of my life, I would choose the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, which is totally rubbed off because it's been in my purse and my apron. It's the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Androgyny. And I love this one. It's similar to this shade. I'm super obsessed with the mauve brown shade that was like super popular. It's a really nice liquid lip. Now, if you don't want to invest in Jeffree Star, or you don't like Jeffree Star, or you don't want to support him, blah, 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 I don't know. I like Jeffree Star, I like his products. But if for some reason you don't want to, or if you want a cheaper option, a similar color in drugstore land is going to be the Wet n Wild liquid lipstick in Give Me Mocha. So this one's similar. It's not quite as nice as the Jeffree Star. It is going to take a few more coats to go over it to make it quite like as thick and look the same, but it is still really nice, and it's like $3 or something like that, $3 or $4, super cheap. So yeah, try it out. If you don't want to fully commit to this, try this out first and see what you think, because liquid lips are different than a regular lipstick. A liquid lip is going to dry, so it's not going to move, but sometimes when you wear a liquid lip, it is going to give you this line down here on your bottom lip, and will slowly like move down. So that can be kind of annoying. But for the most part, I really like liquid lipsticks. Then I can wear them on dates. Randy can kiss me. It's not messy. Like, they're just really nice. My top, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My top 10 products. So that's what I'm going to call it. The top 10 favorites makeup video. All right, so it's gonna be my top 10, your basic starter kit, things you need if you wanna start learning about makeup. So those are the things that I love. Hopefully you guys can try them out and tell me if you love them too. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys feel like should be shared with the world, that they are essentials for when you're starting out with makeup. There are lots of other options too. You don't have to just use what I said. There are lots of other things. There are a lot of other beauty products that work super well. And just because I said these doesn't mean that those are what you have to use, but these are my favorites, and these are the ones that I would use, and these are the ones I did use, and so they're the ones I recommend. So if you want to see any tutorials with these products, or if you want to learn how to use them or anything like that, just go ahead and comment down below and let me know, and I'll try and incorporate them into more of my videos. Or if you want me to just do like a starter makeup tutorial for those who have no idea what they're doing, I can do that as well, and I'll use all my products that I just showed. So let me know. Comment down below, comment on my Instagram. Just tell me what you want to see, guys. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to meet you guys. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want to really want to sort of say. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you have a great life. I hope you're very, very happy. And I hope this video was helpful to you. And if it was, give it a thumbs up. And if you like me, and you like this video and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit subscribe down below. That would be so cool. All right, anyways, I love you guys, and thanks for watching. Peace out.